Hello, friends. We should be streaming. I'm just gonna double check here. So as you guys hop on, can drop a heart if you're gonna watch the replay, or if you are watching replay, if you are watching the replay, hashtag replay. I thought this would probably be the best way to help this week. We have some newer team members. And as I was realizing today, I realized that, for one, it has been quite some time since I have shown how to do a Facebook party. And for two, I really wanted more of like a walkthrough of how to set up a Facebook party. And I'm sure that I have one. I honestly was looking back through videos on my lunch break today, and I couldn't find one. So I was like, all right, well then obviously that's gonna go in for Training Tuesday. So here we are, Training Tuesday. We're gonna talk all about setting up a Facebook party. So I hope that those of you who are newer, maybe it's been a while since you've set one up, maybe you want to try one. These tips and the walkthrough that I'm going to do for you tonight hopefully will answer those questions. So if you do have questions, however, I'm using Zoom and I'm coming through. I see Roxy, I see Nikki, I see Kat. Yay! Okay. I probably won't be able to see comments in real time as I'm doing the screen share. So if you ask a question or if I'm not answering it, go ahead, you can drop it in the comments and then I will definitely get back to it. So don't worry, I promise. I promise I wouldn't leave you hanging. Okay, let me go ahead and switch over. I literally just got home. I saw my jacket on. So before I even got caught up in doing a little bit of house cleaning and getting stuff ready for dinner, I thought, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So let's hop right in. It's the new year. We're just doing things this year. That's what we're doing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to screen share. Yes, I'm aware of that. I just would like to share my screen. Zoom did a little update, so it likes to just, tease me a little. All right, cheers. Here we go. All right. So I've got Facebook pulled up over here. That is my grandbaby right there. That is my grandbaby. He is 1 month, baby Ricky. So he's my cover photo. Anyway, all right. So let me go ahead and let me open up my workstation, because I really want to start you guys from the beginning. What do you do, right? What do you do if you have somebody who is interested in hosting a Facebook party, right? So we are literally starting from scratch. I haven't set anything up, so bear with me. All right, so obviously you're going to log into your workstation. The very first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to log in. You're going to want to create a party within your workstation. Okay, this is numero uno. Create a party in your workstation. All right, so those of you who are newer, or if you are a current reinstatement, and maybe it's been a while, then I would suggest going to your training center, watching that new consultant training. You'll see, just as I hover over training new consultants, boom, right there, hop into there. You'll see a whole bunch of different things. It's going to walk you through different things in the workstation. So as I'm setting up a party, if some of that looks a little foreign, or you're like, wait a minute, back when I was a consultant, it looked different. Now you know. So if you have questions about setting up a party, that's going to help you out a bunch. So if I go here to the orders, and of course you can do this on mobile too, so don't think that you can't. You can do everything that you can do on the desktop, on mobile. So if you are a mobile, if you're just doing everything from your phone, you can do it that way too. The menu is just going to look a little bit different. It'll just be on your left-hand side. So go to orders. You're going to go to create a party. Create a party. The main difference between that, by the way, and start an individual order. If you do an individual order, it's truly meant, the system has created that truly to be an individual order, meaning even if it's a $500 order that you're putting in, it's not going to generate host rewards. Okay. You're not going to get free shipping at that $350 mark. All of those good things that go with a party and go with, you know, a host reward and all of the things, right? You're not going to get that. So that's the main difference. I usually will do an individual order. If I'm just ordering, in fact, when I did my Bring Back My Bar, I ordered the Bring Back My Bar bundle when we could pre-order it. In fact, I think it's supposed to arrive today. Oh, I'm so excited. Finally, it's been forever. And so I did an individual order. I just needed to order that. I could only order it through my workstation. You can do an individual order. But what I do is I create what I like to call a rolling party, or just like a blank party in my workstation every single month. And I attach individual orders to that party. So I, as the consultant, because we do not get any kind of a discount as a consultant right now, aside from like warmer of the month, scent of the month, those things, we do get discounts. But like if I just want to order a diffuser and some oils, right? I don't get a consultant discount. The way that most of us who are consultants, how we get our product discounted or earn it for free or earn it for half price, is we just create these parties where we don't have a particular host. I'm the host of the party, right? Sometimes I do like to get those parties going. And that way, once it hits 200, I've unlocked that host exclusive kit, whole nother training on that. But I can utilize those host rewards because I'm the host. So I can either use them for my personal Scentsy that I want to get, right? So I can bump up and keep adding on and getting that product credit. This month, it's January, it's double half price, okay? Half price host rewards this month. So all of those things, I want to get that Valentine warmer. And so I'm going to be closing a party probably next week. And when I close that party, I can guarantee that that is one of the items that I'm going to be using on this party that I've had going for a while. Anyway, lots of benefits to that, but that is the main difference. All right, so name your party. I am pretty basic and simple. I used to try and be snazzy and all kinds of creative, but I have just found that it's easier to just create a party with my host name. That's it. I'm going to name this Ashley Test because for me, when I go to follow up and things like that, anything that you create, plus I don't want to use a true customer because it's going to populate their info, right? It's going to pre-fill their info in. Anything that you create is going to show up in that order's history. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be closing a party today. I always say, if you want to learn, get in here, play around, create a party. You can do this on your own, right? You can do this on your own workstation, create a party, add a whole bunch of stuff, get it to that 350 mark so you can see where that free shipping comes in, how you can manipulate host rewards, how to do those, how to work through that after you watch those videos, of course, on the training center. But you can't break this, and you can't accidentally order something unless you also accidentally get your credit card out and enter your credit card number. Then that's on you. I'm sorry, I cannot help you there. But you cannot break it. You cannot do anything. But I don't want to use a real customer because, for one, this is going to go on the YouTubes, and I don't want my customer information there. And for two, if I go to do follow-up or anything like that, I don't want it showing up. So what I would recommend you to do is just put in your host name. If you want to add something snazzy to the end, like Ashley's text party, whatever, right? You can totally name it whatever you want. But for me, I usually just use their first and last name. And that's when I'm doing the host coaching, I'm telling my host, when you're on my workstation or when you're on my website, click select a party, look for your name. When you're having other people go there, if they're not using the link, make sure they're clicking your name so you get the rewards for the party, right? Any orders that are attached to that party are going to count towards host rewards, right? It's going to start adding those up. So that's what we want to look for. So that's why I just have found one of my best tips is just naming it with the host name. Makes it easy. And then if you have like a couple different Ashleys in this case or whatever, right? Like they don't have to guess. All right, so you're just going to name your party, hit continue. You're going to go ahead and put the host. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a name to add a guest. This is Ashley Test. I'm just going to create a new customer, right? So if you're brand new, this is what you'll be doing because obviously none of your customers are in here. All right, so I would add in a phone number. I would add in an email. And I'm just going to put one of my emails in there. What I also like to do when I'm creating any party, I like to go ahead and make sure that their email, that they are getting the newsletter, the promotions, all of this, right? Simply because I want them to then decide if they want to opt out. I'm going to default them to get my Scentsy newsletter that's automatically going to go out for me once a month. When their order ships, it's going to automatically send them an email along with me as well as the consultant, right? But I'm just going to default everything to show up for them. Then they can decide on their end, hey, I don't want to get that newsletter anymore. I'm no longer interested. I don't want to know when my things ship out. I'll just wait for Jacqui to follow up with me, whatever, fine. Then they can choose that. So I go ahead and I do turn those on. If this is somebody who maybe, again, these two are more for follow-up. So if you have somebody who is, now this is a person who is hosting a party, and maybe they want to become a regular host. Maybe they are also thinking about joining, right? So you could select that. That will help you in your follow-up because it will show on your follow-up after the party is closed, all of these things, right? So that's why those are there. Shipping address. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it defaulting to my address because I don't want to make one up right now. But of course, what you would normally do is you would go to host address. You would go ahead, you would put their phone number in, you would put their street address, shipping address. I really like to be specific with hosts on that too. I do have some customers. In fact, one of our directors, Lisa, she actually prefers things when she's ordering things. She actually has them shipped to her work because she's there during the day. That's when shipments are coming. She likes to just get the stuff when she's at work, right? So again, depending on where your customers live or how they like to receive packages, that just might be something you want to ask. The way that I ask it is, what is the shipping address? Where do you want the orders to arrive? Plain and simple. So then I would get that. It might be different from their billing address, but they can deal with that later. All right. If you're looking at the UPS access point delivery, that's basically, it's a whole thing. I don't recommend it unless they live in an area where they have an issue with packages, then maybe I would go into detail with that. But honestly, you really don't need to fuss with that at all. So once you have that, just hit save and continue. Like I said, I'm just going to default it to my address for now. Save and continue. So when we go on here, this is where we can really get creative, right? Okay, the name, you don't have to be fancy with the name, right? Remember, just first and last name, make it easy. Here is where you can take all that creativity that's just bubbling up inside and you can say, okay, now I have somewhere to put it. You can literally customize every piece of a party page for your host, okay? So it gives you this defaulted information, right? You can delete all of this. You can change all of this. If you're somebody who's having a hard time figuring out what to say, this is going to be very helpful for you, right? You don't even have to think about it. You can just leave it there. I usually like to try and at least personalize it a little. So I would say party with Ashley, right? This is Ashley's party. And here in the body, this is again where if I've talked to my host a little bit, or if I know my host well, if they're a repeat host or a repeat customer, I can say, Ashley is, fell in love with Scentsy a year ago, and she loves earning things half price, and utilizing host rewards. You're going to love all the things too. So, maybe I would write some of that into here, right? So try and personalize it a little. Again, it's just a tip. It's nothing you have to do. You can simply leave the default there, okay? But you're just going to follow the prompts. So you would change this if you want, customize it, freshen it up, put some snazzy words in there, have fun. Click next. Now, again, you're going to see you can add a video or an image. There for a while, I was really being bougie, and I was creating like a quick video, like I'm talking like a 1 to 2 minute video that I would introduce myself as the consultant, talk about how Ashley's, so excited. It's Bring Back My Bar month. She loves Mediterranean spa. She loves flirtatious. These are her top 2 scents out of the Bring Back My Bar category. I would do this whole little thing. You can upload a custom video or a link to that video. So normally, again, what I would do is I used to create those little short videos. I would upload them to my YouTube, and then I would just come in here and I would click embed a video, and you literally copy and paste the video link there from your YouTube. As you can probably imagine, started taking too long, and I was like, okay, I gotta trim the fat here. So normally, unless it's something that I really need to talk about, I'm probably just going to use the default. But you can always view that default. It's going to show you, see, it's just a picture of the catalog. It's nothing fancy. But you could always upload an image directly from your computer or from your phone, right? So you could come in here, maybe you've taken a really cute picture of a warmer. It's very popular right now. Maybe you've got either Bring Back My Bars, or you found a great picture on the internet or in the groups, and you're like, that's the picture I want to use. Upload it right there, and that will link into the party. I'm just going to go ahead and use the default. Click next. Again, featured products. So this is where you can see as I hover over view default, these are the defaulted featured products, right? These may or may not be items that I think Ashley will love. Maybe I'm like, Ashley doesn't really like that stuff. She normally orders bars, and she normally orders oils. She loves her diffuser. She loves her warmers, right? So in that case, I would probably come here and I would choose featured products. So I could come on here and I could put diffuser. You see, as I just start typing, it will pull things up. I'm going to select the Shine diffuser. I'm just going to put Ashley has this in her home, and absolutely loves it. All right, next I'm going to do an oil, because Ashley loves her oils, right? So I just type in oil. Let's see. Here we go. Valentine's Day 3-pack, because hello, have you seen those? Like, for real. Like, when I close this party, like I need to order these as well. I'm going to say Ashley loves the fruity and fun scents, and this exclusive oil collection is right up her alley. You will want to add this to your collection. Again, you can see you can get very particular here, right? Let's put Mediterranean spa. This is Ashley's again. And so this is why, and she is stocking up. This is where, like I said, if you know your host, if you've had some conversations, you can really personalize this to them. You don't have to do it this way. Again, you could leave those defaults. You could just choose whatever products you want. You can see I've personalized it because I want the party link to sound personalized. Okay, that's how we build those relationships, right? But if you don't know your host or you haven't had time to really talk it out with them, that's okay. This is not required. Okay, you could just pick some popular products, throw those on there, or you could just leave the defaults there. Okay, all of that is going to be fine. Click next. When we get there, hello, next. No, we're working here. What's wrong? I don't know why it's not pulling up, but okay. You would click next. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to choose the ending date. So when would you like the party to end? Okay. I usually, if I'm doing a Facebook party, honestly, I usually only keep them open a week. I might keep it open 2 weeks. That's just how I do it. Again, you do it your way. This is your business. By all means, if you just want to do a wham bam, thank you ma'am, Facebook party, it's going to be a 1-day thing, whatever, throw it in there. I will say that I like to go ahead and close parties on a Friday because for most people, Fridays are paydays. So, which is another reason why I again want to go out at least a week, because if they're not getting paid this Friday, they will probably get paid next Friday, and that's going to help her and her guests. Okay, so that's going to help me to encourage them to go ahead and place their orders. If they're waiting on a payday, right, hopefully that falls into there. If Ashley were to come back and say, hey, Jacqui, I work for the IRS and I only get paid on the 15th and the 30th of every month. And I would say, okay, well then fine. Let's set up your party to close on the 15th, right? Because I want to make sure that Ashley's set up for that. Again, you can figure that out as you go. So I'm just going to go ahead, default it to the 13th, hit continue. It gave me that little error message, but it fixed itself, so it went through. All right, so now I have officially created the party, right? So this is a party that is created here on my website. So it's going to show up on my website when everybody goes to my website. You can see I get the actual link. So right while I'm here, right, I can click copy link. So it's going to copy it to my clipboard. All right, let's go ahead. Let's pop back over to Facebook because now step 2, we need to set up our Facebook group. Okay. All right. So I'm going to come over here to groups. I like to, and this is another personal opinion kind of a thing. Okay. You can create an event. You can create a group. It does not matter in the big scheme of things. I will tell you the main difference. If you want to schedule posts in the Facebook party, you want to choose a group because that's going to give you the option to schedule parties. And I'll show you that here in just a quick second. Okay. That's going to give you that option. If you just create an event, that's fine, but you're not going to be able to schedule posts ahead of time, right? So like I work during the day. If I want posts to still show up, I'm not going to be able to do that in an event, right? Unless I'm actively on my phone at work, pulling up the event and blah, 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 right? Okay. That's why I usually default to using a group. And then when the party is over, I will usually then, and throughout the party too, I will let them know about my VIP group, right? I do have a VIP group. It's called my VIP Scent Lounge, just for my customers. I do not allow consultants in there, just because they're not who I'm selling to, okay? But that's my VIP lounge, right? So during the Facebook party, I would say, hey, don't forget, you want to make sure that after the party is over, you get alerted when there are new products coming out. We've got new releases, when our new Disney products, all the things, right? I'm going to definitely be putting them there. If Ashley, maybe she is interested in becoming a consultant, and Ashley decides after her party, she's going to decide to be a consultant and join my team. Awesome, right? First of all, I'm going to do my happy dance. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Ashley the host or the admin of this group, and I'm going to give the group to Ashley. This really sets Ashley up in a couple of different ways. For one, it gives her all of her friends who already ordered from that party. Boom, they're already in a group for her. She didn't have to ask them, she didn't have to invite them, they're already there. For two, what it does is it also gives Ashley my template from my Facebook party. So when Ashley, as a brand new consultant, says, oh, okay, now I want to do a Facebook party and now I want to do this, and I really liked how mine went, she already has all of the wording. She can see everything that I had posted in there, right? She's going to have all of that as a great resource. So it's one thing to think about, but afterwards you can, of course, just close the group, archive it, whatever, delete it off of Facebook, or keep it alive and talk with those people if they haven't already joined your VIP. All right, so we're just going to create a new group very quickly. I'm going to put Ashley's test party. Of course, I would just normally I would name it Ashley, whatever her name is, right? Choose privacy. I would put it public, or I'm sorry, I keep mine private. I used to do them publicly, but I like to keep them private. My only reasoning behind that is because it creates this VIP atmosphere, right? If I leave that public, then everybody who is also friends with people in that party are going to be able to see all the posts. Not that I have anything to hide, but it just muddies up the feed. And then sometimes I'll get stragglers in. And I mean, I've been a consultant for 10 years. So I have other consultants who follow me and then they want to join all of my Facebook groups. And I'm like, this is not a Facebook group. Like this is somebody's party. So that's why I keep them private. So I do it privately. And then it is literally on an invite only type of basis. All right. So now is where, of course, what I would do is I would come in here and I would add Ashley, my host, because of course I want her to be in there to be able to, you know, do all the things, right? I want her to do all the things. In fact, I don't think it'll add my other page. No, that's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Anyway, so you would then add your host in there. Then obviously, it's optional. You don't have to do it then. If you want to get it set up first, you can, and then add her later. Then you can come in here. Of course, you can create your cover photo, right? All the things, right? Okay, so we're going to hit create. It's going to open up our party here. The very first thing that I always do, because remember, I just created that party. Step 2 was coming over here and creating a Facebook group page for it. And I'm going to say shop Ashley's party directly. And then remember, I've still got it copied. I'm just going to click paste. If you're on your phone, okay, of course, if you can't copy, right, then you don't have to. You can just keep the tab open, come over here, copy again, paste it in, whatever. And there you go, right? So I leave that on there. I'm going to go ahead and post that in this group. Again, I do that very first off because for one, I don't want to forget it. For two, I really want it to be the very first thing that goes into the party. And the next step that I do take, just because I want people to always have access to this, and you guys probably see this in other Facebook groups that you're in, right? I like to pin it to the featured so it's always at the top for the entire party. So I'm going to click pin to featured, and you'll see now it will always be at the top. So as I'm doing posts within this party, I always know that that party link is pinned to the top. So if somebody were to ask me, maybe I've done 18 posts in this party, right? And somebody's like, hey, I can't find the link. Can someone help me find the link? I can say, hey, it's in the featured section at the top of the group. It's always there. So just a really great tip to kind of keep in mind. All right, so from here, like I said, of course, you can come in here, use PicMonkey, use Canva, create a beautiful, fun banner, maybe put Ashley's picture on it, right? Maybe if Ashley loves Valentine's Day, you could drum it up with all the cool stuff. We've got Bring Back My Bar going on. I would normally, when I'm creating a cover for a group, for a Facebook page or for a Facebook party, I'm usually throwing in pictures of whatever's premiering this month, right? So I would add in a picture of Bring Back My Bars. I would also add in something about, don't forget double host rewards, or, book a party off of Ashley's party or something like that. I would make it fun up there. But you can go into Canva, use the free version of Canva, create it really nice and fun and easy squeezy, and just, have it there. But if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to add in things, then just, you could leave it to the default. I don't know. I just honestly, I really find that making it more personal for each host, it just helps to connect the host more with the party. They almost feel like they're more engaged with the party. And it really kind of helps them to get excited about it too, make sure their friends are in there, make sure they're added, right? Another thing that you want to do is once, like I said, as I'm creating this, of course, I would invite Ashley. Hopefully, if you're not friends with your Facebook host or with your host, that you want to be friends with them on Facebook, okay? Send them a Facebook message for a friend. Get them on there on your friends list so you can get in there. Once you invite your friend or your host, once you invite your host and they're in there, then you can make them an admin of the group. Because what I like to do is Ashley's friends, they don't know Jacqui, right? They don't know me. They know Ashley. So when I'm talking to Ashley, I'm going to say, okay, girl, I'm so excited. I got your party all set up. Here's your Facebook link, right? I want you to go through, I want you to pick 10 of your friends that you know are going to be excited about this party. That's where I start, okay? I tell them to pick 10 people who they already know either will love Scentsy or already like Scentsy, okay? 10 people. That's where I start. I don't like to overwhelm my host, because if I tell my host, invite all your friends, then it's like a free-for-all, right? And nobody feels like it's a personal thing. I don't like that. I want it to feel personal. I want it to build a relationship. First of all, I want to build a relationship with my host. Second of all, I don't need 500 people in this group. 500 people, let's be completely upfront and honest. 500 people are not going to order from this party. I only want the people who are going to really, truly be interested in this group. That's my target audience, right? Only the people interested. Same way with my VIP page, right? That's yet another reason I don't invite consultants in. They are not my target audience. I don't want to sell to other consultants. It doesn't help me, not even a little, right? So same way with your host in a Facebook party, okay? Yes, it might seem like, oh, well, I want to invite, so I want it to be I want everybody to get invited. It doesn't look personal that way, you guys. It looks spammy. It looks creepy. It just looks, ugh, don't do it. Have them start out. If you want more than 10, then say, hey, pick 15 people. If they know a whole bunch of people, pick 20 people, right? But again, I like to start off with 10. It's a reasonable, realistic number of people, all right? I guarantee you that even I can go in my Facebook and I can find 10 people who I'm pretty sure are my friends, not consultants, right? But are my friends who would say, oh, Jacqui's doing a Scentsy party. I would probably be interested in that, right? I could pick out 10 of my friends. Your host can probably do the same. So again, it just makes it more manageable, and it also keeps it more personal. So we're going to keep that in there. Other than that, right? So we've got our party. You're going to come in here. You're going to make it pretty. You're going to do all the fun stuff. It's going to be great. Now, this is where you can really kind of go to town on a couple of different things in here. Remember how I said you can come in here and you can schedule posts, right? So maybe I want to come in here and I just want to add a GIF. I'm going to use this little question mark here, and I'm going to say, how did you meet Ashley? Right? I'm going to put that in there. I'm probably going to add an emoji. Let's be honest. Jacqui likes emojis. Throw one of those guys in there. Again, you can do this when you're on your phone as well. So on mobile, you have the same option, but you're going to come down here to the schedule post. We're going to think smarter, not harder at this, okay? So again, remember, I go to work during the day. I got stuff going on. I'm not going to be here to post, right? So maybe the party is officially going to start tomorrow. I'm setting this up tonight for Ashley. I'm going to send her the link, all the things, and I'm going to tell her, hey, tonight, go ahead and invite your people. It's going to start tomorrow. We're going to end it on the 13th, remember? Okay, so I'm going to say tomorrow at, I don't know. Honestly, I usually start at like 6 or 7 in the morning, but we'll just say 7 o'clock. I'm going to schedule this post for 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, hit schedule. I can now set it and forget it. Now, what I personally do, this is what I do. And those of you who maybe have done a Facebook party before or recently, or you've seen them done, or trust me, if you come on here on Facebook, there are plenty of Scentsy Facebook groups that give you tons of different images. Our director, Lisa Sanderson, Waxy Cats herself, right? She has a whole page dedicated to images that she shares that you can use. She does great with giving you sample post ideas, things like that. There's tons of different groups out here on Facebook that will help you with those kinds of things, images and things like that if you don't already have them. I actually have a Trello board that I keep mine on. I know, I'm just crazy this way. But I have where is my party board? I've got a party board on here. So I have a couple different, so like here's my Facebook party, which I need to update, by the way. Note to self. I'm just going to go ahead and write that little note now. Update Facebook Trello. So this is what I do. Now you can do this without having to have Trello. Okay. You don't have to be all snazzy Jacqui over here, right? With a Trello board. You can truly just go on to Google Docs. It's free. Go on to Google Docs. You can find all your pictures on Facebook or whatever group that you're in, right? Save your pictures, write out some text so you can see what I have done on mine, which I kind of just did in that post there. But this is the image, right? So I would just take this image, I would copy it real quick. I already have down here, I keep it in my Trello board, right? What the actual wording is. So I would just come over here, I would copy and paste, and then I can move it right into here. I would put that in there, and then I would schedule it out. I literally go down the line. Again, this is just one of the ways that I've done this, right? So on Trello, so I can do that. I can click copy. No, I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. I can come in here and click the copy, right? So I have all of these here. Here's the wording that I have. So excited to show all of these things. See, I totally need to update this. And then I would take my pictures and I would move my pictures in, and then I would schedule those posts out. So you could do it that way, right? Whether you're using Trello to store your images and your wording, or you're using Google Documents, again, same concept. It's just saved somewhere where you have it for every time. Okay, that's the whole point. Work smarter, not harder. So you can copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. This is the way to do it, especially with Google Docs, right? Google Docs is free. Facebook is free, right? You're not paying any money for an extra program or anything extra, okay? Start out on the free versions, my friends. Start out on the free versions. Keep it that way until your business is running, and then move on to these fancier things like Trello and all the other stuff, right? Okay, that is my best advice. So you've got that there. You can also, which I don't necessarily use because I don't really believe in it, but there is a program called Visly. I believe it's $10 a month, and it is it is a Facebook scheduling app. It's a third-party app, so you can get that. You can use that. ScentShare is another one. When I was using a scheduling app, I use ScentShare. I do have a 30-day free trial to that. That's in the description. So on YouTube, when this goes on YouTube, that description's in there, but I will link that link in here too if y'all want to try that. You're more than welcome to try that. It is, I think, $9.99 a month too. I only recommend doing those though, honestly, if your business is at the point to where you can justify saying, I'm going to spend an extra $10 so I can have this program. Otherwise, yes, it's going to take you maybe a little bit more time to come in here, add a photo, write your text. But remember, you can schedule it right here in Facebook for free. You do not need it out there. Oh, that's a message from my work. You do not need it coming from that. You don't have to have Visly. You don't have to have SendShare. You can do it for free right here. It's just going to take you a little bit of time. But if you use like Google Docs, again, you can just copy the wording, copy the picture, paste it in. Okay, that's going to make it a little bit easier for you. But once it's in, it's in. This is another reason why I kind of like to do my party like a wham bam thing, right? Even if I'm going to leave it open until the 13th, if I start it, like I'm starting it, this one tomorrow, right? That first post is scheduled to start tomorrow. You can come over here to scheduled posts anytime in your group, and you can see all of your scheduled posts. They would show all up right here in a line all the way down. Okay, if I wanted to reschedule this, I can click there, reschedule it. If I decide, hey, let's go ahead and start it tonight, I can just click post now, right? So you'll be able to see all of those as you continue to set them up. So you just have to come in here and take the time to do that. Again, utilize the free versions where you can. Don't pay for things unless your business is at the point to where you're making money and it's time to say, hey, I'm going to invest $10 a month in this program because I'm doing a lot of Facebook parties and this is going to save me even more time. Okay? Okay, I've now said my piece. All right, so this is how you would do a Facebook party, okay? Again, you're going to want to involve your host. That is the most important thing when it comes to having a Facebook party, involving your host, doing that host coaching. You want to make sure that host coaching is something that you are doing with your hosts. If you just set this up, send that link, right? Because well, I didn't show, but of course, now what you would do is you would text Ashley or message her on Facebook and say, hey, okay, I've set your party up. Here's your link, right? Here's the link to the page. Invite your favorite 10 people that you know are going to be excited, who want to order. If you want to, and if she comes back and says, oh my gosh, Jacqui, I've got 50 people. Okay, fine, add 50 people, right? But honestly, again, stick to those lower numbers. Because once it gets past that, what I like to do as an added host perk is I like to tell my host, hey, that's great. You have 50 people, but if we keep it a little bit smaller, we can always set up another party either later this month. You know, this one's closing on the 13th. Maybe we can set up another one after that. You can invite those other people because I want to be able to get to know the people at your party and really get them engaged and excited about your party. This will get that next group of 20 people excited when we're closing that party, right? So it's just another way for me to kind of build relationships, have that relationship built with the hosts and with the customers. And also it helps me kind of push it out. And especially this month, you guys, it's January, it's double host half price rewards, right? So if Ashley were to come back and say that, and I'd say, okay, great, let's do this one. Let's close it out. You'll get double half price rewards. If you do another one this month, you'll again get double half price rewards. You're going to get more bang for your buck as a host if we split this up and do 2 separate parties. That's honestly how I talk to my hosts and do that host. That's why host coaching is so important, okay? You need your hosts. They are now going to be, even here on Facebook, even though you're going to schedule your posts, or you're going to go in real time and you're going to go live maybe, or whatever it is on that Facebook group. But again, remember, they don't know you. They know the host, okay? So they are more likely, what do we always say? People are more likely to buy from you if they know, like, and trust you. Ashley's friends don't yet know, like, or trust me. They have no idea who I am. No idea. And I'm sure they've been invited to other Facebook parties for other Facebook things. Okay? You get me? You see where I'm going with this? Okay. That's why I want my host to be involved. I want my host to be the one adding and inviting people to this party. I want my host to get excited. So I'm going to be texting with my host and I'm going to be saying, oh my gosh, okay, this week we've got X, Y, and Z launching. Oh my gosh. And next Monday, guess what we have? This is what's coming up next Monday. Or don't forget, this is Bring Back My Bar. I'm going to be talking about Scentsy Club. Have you thought about setting up a Scentsy Club, right? I'm going to have those conversations with my hosts. The more buy-in that your host has, the more excited they're going to be, and their passion, their excitement level is going to pass on to their customers and their guests in their party. Voila! Okay, so there we go. I know it's a lot of info. This is why I wanted to record it. This is why I needed to record it, let's be honest. So you can go back, you can rewatch this as much as you need to. There's basically two main steps. One, set up the party on your workstation. Two, set up a group on Facebook. That's it. The rest of it, have fun with it. Like I said, you can schedule posts out. You can add them in real time if you've got more time than I do, because I do not have the time to sit here and go, oh, I'm going to put out a post here, and in an hour I'm going to do another post, and I'm going to be right here, right? Or maybe I would be like, okay, the party's officially starting tomorrow. I'll schedule a couple posts. And then when I get home from work, I'm going to go live and I'm going to talk to them all about the hand creams and how much I love the hand cream, because I wash my hands a lot at work and using the hand cream is absolutely amazing. Yes, it is. I wish I had more of the It's Love. This one's almost gone. I'm not going to lie. It's a good one. Right. So that's kind of what I would do if I was going to go live. I literally am showing people product. That's what I'm doing when I'm going live for a Facebook party. So if that's something that you would be interested in or more your speed, then go that route. You know, pull out your starter kit. You don't have to have a whole bunch of products either, guys. I've heard it so many times. People say, I would love to do a Facebook party, but I don't have anything to share. I would love to do a home party, but all I have is I only have my starter kit. I don't have enough money to buy a whole bunch of warmers. Here's the thing, y'all. We are not an inventory company. Okay? Scentsy doesn't tell me, hey, Jacqui, you have to have 25 warmers on hand at all times, and you got to have 100 bars of wax, and you got to have this, and you got to have that. No, we are a direct order company. We are a direct sales company. I don't need any inventory. Any at all. Okay, I honestly only keep a little bit of inventory because, for one, I've built it up using host rewards over the years. 10 years being a consultant. Okay, no, 11 years. It's 11 years. It's 11 years this month, people. Okay, 11 years of being a consultant. I've closed a lot of parties. That's where I get my product, right? That's how I get my product. That's how I'm going to get my Valentine's Day product too, because I want that warmer. I'm not going to lie. I want that oil pack. I'm not going to lie. That Valentine's Day wax collection we got going on. That freaking tastic. Okay, stock it up. That's why I have a Scentsy Club. Those are the things. Okay, so use what you do have. If you just have your starter kit, then use the things from your starter kit. Okay, you can go out, like I said, on the Facebook groups. You can find Facebook groups that are sharing pictures, creating graphics for you. If you're not comfortable yet creating graphics, Canva is really easy. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to start creating your own graphics, start with Canva. Start with the free version. Stay with the free version until your business is making money, and then you can buy the pro version. You don't have to have the pro version. Okay, but there are many fabulous Scentsy consultants out here who are creating images and graphics and all kinds of things that they are sharing. So look into the groups. Look into this group. Look into Lisa's group. Look into our Bliss group. All of these places are going to be places that you can find pictures. I like to stay away from graphics unless it's licensed stuff, and then I get that straight from the workstation. Okay, I like to stay in compliance with things. I like my business. So I take licensed pictures directly from the workstation. You just go onto your workstation, go to the marketing tab, search images. You're going to find a whole bunch of images there. Save them to your computer, to your phone, however it is you're working. Use those. You can go into the Facebook groups. I personally like to use in real life pictures or user generated content. UGC is what you'll hear too, right? Lisa Sanderson is amazing when it comes to that. That's why she does that. She gets a lot of products in and she is always taking pictures and uploading every single day to her page of different pictures of different products. So don't come to me saying, Jacqui, I can't find pictures to use. Jacqui, I don't have enough stuff on hand to go live. You don't need a whole lot of stuff to go live. You don't need a whole lot of stuff to do a home party. Take one warmer, one bar, just so you can show them what a bar is, right? That's really the only reason that I take bars to a home party, is so I can literally show them this is a bar, right? You're going to want to pull out 2 to maybe 3 or 4 cubes of wax to put in a warmer, right? That's what I'm going to do. I don't need all 25 warmers lined up on a table somewhere. I don't need to have all of that plus a diffuser plus a mini wall fan plus scent circles plus room sprays plus I don't need it all. I don't need it all. I can show pictures. I can talk about it. Really, the only thing that I really need at an in-home party are my testers. Let me just tell you, the testers are going to be what people want. You can do the same thing with your Facebook party too. For my hosts, what I like to do is I will send out like a little sample pack for them in the mail. So I'll do some felt samples. Again, use what you have on hand. Use what you have on hand. If you only have testers right now, throw like 2 or 3 testers in an envelope, right? You can throw it in a, if it fits, it ships package through the post office, right? Do that. Do you need them back? I mean, honestly, you can always reorder them later if you needed to, or you can melt down your own testers and just make your own samples from there. Felt samples are really easy and inexpensive to mail. These are ways that you can get scents under noses, even doing it as a Facebook party, because even by me just sending Ashley a bunch of samples, first of all, Ashley's going to get excited when she gets that sample pack, right? And I'm going to tell her, hey, when you get this, maybe go live in the group and you know, pull out the samples, and I'm going to send you a little sample or what I have left of my hand cream of It's Love, and you know, try it out and go live when you do that in the group. That way everybody can get your opinion on what you think about it. Is it greasy on your hands? Does it smell good? You know, all the things, right? All of those different things. So it just gives your hosts another way to share the product, okay? And give their opinion. Why? Because that's important, because remember, the guests for Ashley's party like, know, and trust her. I can tell them all day long how great it is, but they don't know me. They know Ashley. So if Ashley gets that pack and she's like, oh my gosh, you guys, this new pink sunrise, oh my gosh, it really smells like a pink sunrise. It smells like a pink starburst is what it smells like. It's fruity. Oh my gosh, this is so great. You guys are going to love this one, right? Her friends are going to understand, and they're going to be like, oh my God, Ashley likes that. Oh, and I like the scents that Ashley likes. They're going to be more interested when she's talking about it. Plain and simple. All right, I've talked long enough. You're probably already tired of hearing me talk. I know I am. I'm going to go cook dinner. I hope that this has been helpful to you. Here in the group, I will go back after I get dinner done and I will answer some questions. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to go in there and look. I wanted to make sure I got the sharing part down, but I will go in there and I will answer those questions, get them together for you. Feel free to share this. Also, I will go on YouTube, so you can go back on YouTube and grab this. So when you have new team members starting, if this is a really great video that you found helpful, you can always share it with them too, right? So you don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay, that's what I try and do, is do enough of this so you guys don't have to recreate everything, right? You can if you want, that by all means, go crazy, but you do not have to. Use your resources and share those resources. That is the best way to help your fellow consultants, to help your team members as you start to grow your teams. If you have team members who have questions and are like, oh, I've always wanted to do one of those and I didn't know what to do, here's a video. There you go. Share the love, right? Share the passion. All right. I love you all. I will talk to you soon. In fact, we're going to be setting up some leadership meetings. I'm going to get those on the books. There's going to be one every single month. Oh, yes, I know. I love them. Bringing them back. It's all about the OG for me this year. So I'm bringing back leadership series that is coming back. There will be one leadership training video every single month with a new topic, with resources available to you. So make sure that you are watching for those. The events will be posted here in the group, and you will have those. All right, guys, get excited. It is Bring Back My Bar. If you have not smelled these scents, my goodness, you need to talk about these scents. Even if you were not able to purchase the whole set of Bring Back My Bar, this is what I truly recommend. If you have a little extra cash, right? I know for some of you, your businesses are just getting started, so you may not have the extra cash right now, but I would recommend ordering a 3-pack and ask around, ask in the groups, ask your friends. Here's the list, right? Take a picture of the list or share a picture of the list of our 25 Bring Back My Bar scents and say, what would be the top 3 that I should get? So I can then make some samples and send them out to you guys. Do a poll, take a poll, and then order those 3 bars. And then when you get them in, make some samples and send them out to your peoples. That's what we do, okay? That's honestly what is going to sell the best for you. Getting the scent under their nose. And it doesn't have to cost you an arm and a leg to do it. Make felt samples, my friends. Make felt samples. I have my Amazon list on there. I use the little circle rounds as my felt samples. That's what I send out because I can get them in an envelope. I think I've done up to like 10, and like I take 10 and I put them on a piece of paper and I throw it in an envelope. 1 stamp, my friends, 1 stamp, and it goes out the door. Okay, it does not have to be a whole thing. Do not make it a whole thing. This is a business. We are here to make money. I don't know about you guys, but I'm here to make money. So do that. I love you all. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.